Good morning, boomers! It's that time of the year again. Yeah, I got a cold. Apologies for that. Been having an online chat with my YouTube mate, Campbell01. Highly recommend his channel if you're into anything KTM. Worth a look, and anything to do with 360 footage. He's the first person that I saw that had used the 360 camera. He put me onto the 390 Adventure, which is a bike I've been waiting to see, and looking at it, I'm pleased that there is one, but I'm a little bit underwhelmed. I'll tell you why in a moment. First of all, I think most adventure bikes are too tall, too top heavy. That's a personal thing. I know lots of other people will disagree and tell me that they have no problems at all. If I was 6'2", I think I'd have a totally different opinion, but I'm 5'9", 5'10" in my boots, 32-inch inseam. You can ride those bikes okay. Once you roll in, it's not a problem. But for off-road use and potholed road and stop-start traffic in a city where I live, they're not ideal. It's not great to be perched up high on your tiptoes. It's just my opinion, particularly if the bike weighs quarter of a ton or more in some cases. So I found this 790 ADVS Ludwig that I own to have been the perfect bike for me. Seat height is 83 centimeters. The fuel tanks keep the weight low down, so he's not top heavy, and I found him to be perfectly manageable, especially on the Isle of Man, where there were some very steep gradients up and down and adverse cambers, whatever. Had one or two moments, but all in all, manageable. I'm sure that if I'd had a GS 1250, I'd have been fine. I probably wouldn't have tackled one or two of the things I tried though. So it's just a personal opinion, and it's based purely and simply around me as a rider, not around you as a rider. And I think that's where a lot of these reviews go wrong, is they generalise rather than just saying, look, this is how it is for me. So me and Ludwig anyway have got on famously, but none of us are getting any younger, are we? Unless gene therapy's come on in the last few weeks. As far as I know, there's only aging going on. So as we get older, our reflexes change, our strength diminishes a little bit. You tend to just generally curl up and hopefully not die, but your body curls up on itself. So things become a little bit more of an effort. At the moment, 790 Adventure is perfect for me, but I will be looking in the fullness of time to go down to a lightweight adventure bike, I think. And on the market at the moment, I think the competition would be between CB500X, stretching the point a little bit, but very nice bike and I really enjoyed it. And it's a twin, and it's got 830mm seat height. Limited in some ways compared to other bikes on the market, but I really enjoyed that bike. Alternative to that would be a Royal Enfield Himalayan as I'd call it. Again, low down, not too heavy. I think Itchy Boots has proved it can do anything that any other bike can do, just about, in terms of ADV anyway. You're obviously not going to be doing motocross on one. And then there'll be the GS 310. Again, another brilliant bike, which I haven't ridden yet, but I intend to this year, hopefully have a go on one. So that's where I see the 390 ADV competing. I have to say the price of it at nearly half of a 790 is good value, really. I know it's only got half the cylinders, but very tempting in the fullness of time, as I say. Can't afford to keep two bikes, so for the time being anyway, I'm sticking with Ludwig. Don't worry, Ludwig, you're fine. We've got many more miles together. So, what did I make of the 390 ADV? At this point in that, it doesn't have the low fuel tanks of the 790. As far as I could see, I think they missed a trick there. And the other disappointment is the seat height of it is 855. I'll tackle both those things together actually. This morning, very, very wet, as you can probably see, wet leaves everywhere. We've had a lot of rain, nothing like Sheffield's had. So pulling up at the lights a couple of times, adverse camber, you feel your foot go a little bit, but it's not so bad on Ludwig because I can reach the ground fine. But another inch higher, which I think the 390 ADV is, might cause a few problems. I know it's a slightly lighter bike, it's not that much lighter. I nearly said super light then. It's not that much lighter than the 790. And with the fuel tank, albeit smaller, high up, and a higher seat, I don't know. I'll have to have a test ride on one and find out. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm hoping to do that as soon as they appear in the dealers. Give them a ring and see if they'll let me try one. That'll probably be in the spring, I should imagine. So all in all, I'm excited by it. I think there's a place for it. I just think that maybe, personally, I'll be looking for the next generation where I'd hope it would have perhaps a lower tank, maybe a lower seat height. You can probably get a low seat anyway. I know why it's higher, it's probably because it's got adjustable suspension front and back, which is a good thing, although I've never felt I've missed out on the S, to be honest with you. And when I had adjustable suspension in the past, I just tended to leave it alone. I don't think they've got any plan to bring out an S version of that or an R version, but I guess they'll bring out a rally version of it at some point. Just a feeling. So maybe for me personally, and I can only talk for myself, I'd be looking at choosing between 310 GS, CB500X, the Himalayan, and the 390 ADV one day, but not yet. If I hadn't got a motorbike, if I was thinking of trying out an ADV bike for the first time, I'd definitely try it, say go for it. I know that's a great engine. As long as you're comfortable with the seat height, I think it could be a great bike. Anyway, that's my take on the 390 Adventure from KTM. Have a good day. Codger Biker is out. Of course, no 390 is going to ever be able to do that. I love you, Ludwig.